Kirby Smart never covers these big numbers, right?
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome back. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your number one destination for all things Georgia football. Yes, we are the biggest sports podcast network in the nation. Glad to have you here
In
with
the
us.
world.
In the world.
In the universe.
In the cosmic known entity that we call the Milky Way Galaxy. Very good. He is Daniel. I am Clint. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel.
Is it the third segment already?
FanDuel.com. They are fantastic. More on them in a moment because today's episode very pertinent for FanDuel because we got them official previews. We got locks for the Georgia game against Charlotte.
Yes,
we have games that we're looking ahead to and games getting excited about that have playoff implications, Daniel. Like I'm talking, there are a couple of games this weekend.
Big time games.
That if they go a little sideways, the entire field of playoff mystery gets either gets real murky or real clear, depending on which team.
I saw, this is based on one of these playoff predictors, and so who's to say? But USC, I saw a stat. USC gets a win on Saturday.
Interesting.
Their chance of making the playoff 89%. They lose on Saturday. Their chance of making the playoff 2%. That 89% to 2% based on this one game. The USC Oregon game going to have significant ramifications as well as some crazy matchups in the Big 12 and the ACC conference title spots on the line.
ACC. If you are not watching what's happening in the ACC right now, and you don't know a couple of games because the ACC is absolute lunacy.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Clint. Is it good football?
It's the equivalent of, that cousin that it's their first Thanksgiving that they got married.
A lot of topical references on the pod these days.
And they're coming on over and they have their best dish that they could bring, but they've only been on the earth a shorter amount of time than grandma's been making her recipe.
Yeah.
Right. So the recipe has more staying power than your cousin, and they bring the dish and like, here's my casserole. And you're like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
We're not going near it. Yeah.
I guess I have to put some of it on my plate. That's the ACC, Daniel, if I may. Okay.
It's entertaining, but it's not quality.
We all talk about it while they're not in the room, and we talk about how bad it is, but it's there. Mm-hmm. We're going to give you the official prediction. Let's start where we always start every single week, the Georgia game. Georgia, Charlotte, on tap for Saturday. We've already given you a little information about this game, what we're excited to see, what we're nervous and no sleep on tomorrow for this. But let's get down to this. The line, Daniel, is quite large.
43.5 points.
So that's, again, quite large.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby Smart, you teased in the open. These 40-burger games, we're at home, late in the season, coming off Texas, who we dismantled. Looking at Georgia Tech, Black Friday. Do you have a lock in this game?
I don't have a lock.
No, but you know what, people? He wants to have a lock. And I think we can get him into a lock. Daniel,
all right. Talk me into it.
Well, tell the people how you see this going and why you don't have a lock in this game.
Yeah. I see this game going, I think, pretty clearly Georgia 38, Charlotte 3-6, maybe.
Okay.
So I see this game going. I don't see scenarios in which Georgia goes over 40. I think there's a lot of players that are going to rest in this game. There's a lot of players that are going to get. Now, I do think that when Puglisi and the backups come in, they could score.
I think so too. Great.
But we haven't seen that this year. We have not seen. Bo Walker has run the ball hard. and has been an efficient back when he's come in the game.
He has been.
We have not seen Puglisi and the receivers on this second, third string unit really produce.
No, it's been the typical bread and butter, the running game that continues to do the thing. Yes.
I think if anything's going to happen that's going to be different than my 38-3 prediction, which is my official prediction of how this goes.
Okay, great.
If anything different is going to happen than that, I think what it's going to be is when everybody takes a seat, I'll tell you what we have seen this year, Clint.
Go ahead.
We've seen the third string defense come in and give up some points late.
And truth be told, not really their fault. Again, Kirby has said, I'd rather have them blow a 7-point a touchdown drive right now than I would next year in a playoff run.
So I think if anything goes awry from my 38-3, it's going to look more like 38-10 at the end of this game. Now all of a sudden, Clint, Charlotte plus 43.5 is looking better, and I want to take the under. That's my initial lean. It's 58. Good Lord, no. 53.5. Okay. 53.5 is the under. But I do think those late points, maybe it's Puglisi gets it going and he hits a deep shot. Because I think they'll let him throw a couple of deep shots,
do too.
Whether he hits them or not. Maybe that's what busts my over. Maybe Charlotte, which I think is more likely, scoring late against some very inexperienced Georgia defenders.
Guys getting reps is what we're trying to get over there. Okay.
I'm leaning towards taking Charlotte in the points.
Okay. Look, we can say we're leaning. We're not officially locking that up because, look, this is a Georgia podcast after all. We do like money. I don't hate that lean. But, Daniel, let me ask you, of those 30-some-odd points that Georgia is looking to score, how many do you think will happen in the first half?
Ooh, I mean, as you know, Georgia has been notorious at getting off to fast starts all year. And
I'm not here to talk about your past. I'm here to talk about your future.
I'm prepping for Thanksgiving. When someone asks me a question, I'm going to answer a different question that they do not want answered. That's my strategy for Thanksgiving. Because, again, the goal is I want you out of my house as quickly as I possibly can.
The goal is survive and move on. Just like Charlotte Week, the goal
Get to the Egg Bowl. Get to the Egg Bowl is what we're trying to do.
How many of those points are going to be scored in the first half, Daniel?
Yeah, if the Georgia team total, which I'm not looked at on FanDuel, if the Georgia team total in the first half is above, if it's above 20.5, or if it's 20.5 or less, I would take the over.
Okay, well, it's 30.5.
30 is the team total or the total number of points?
First half total. First half total.
Not the team total.
Not the team total. No, first half total.
Good Lord almighty.
First half total, 30 points.
That's a lot, Clint.
It's a lot of points. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's a lot of points.
First half Georgia total is 27.5.
See, that's too many points.
Okay, but what if I was to tell you this? I'm going to go somewhere. I do have a lock in this game. I have a lock because this. Gunner wants to get his butt healthy and established and keep in rhythm. I don't think there's a way that this offensive line, you can't gear them down. Ernest Green, Juan Gaston, Micah Morris, Bobo, and Monroe Freeling are not gearing down. You can't tell these guys to put a governor on there. It's impossible to. They are fast. They are explosive. They are incredible on the offensive line. The running backs have no chill whatsoever. You go 5 deep into the running backs, and every single guy can outshine and outperform Charlotte defense. Gunner Stockton can't have chill either. Even with the playbook, what it is, we talked about the receivers getting 100 yards each, which seems to be everybody now. The spread in the first half is 24.5. Daniel, it might be 28, 25, 27, somewhere in there, nothing at half. I think, talk about slow starts all you want. It's a different team. I am locking up the 24.5. Give me Georgia. I'll lay the points, and I'll be happy to do so. I think we get to half 28-0, something like that. And I think come second or start of the third quarter, we're seeing Ryan Puglisi start the half in the second half. That's what I think we're going to see place. Charlotte is bad isn't a word to describe them. Bad takes offense that they're associated with Charlotte. Give me the point. I'm going to lay the points. Give me Georgia. Laying them.
Good luck. Good luck to you, sir. We'll be back. We got more to discuss from this Saturday of college football, but first these.
And these are, in fact, FanDuel. NBA's back. No better place to get on the action than FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Don't miss the start of the game. It's okay. If you do, don't fret it. Take the hot hand. Live bets. Who will score next? And fourth quarter comebacks. Combine live bets, same game parlay for a shot at bigger payout. Right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Head to FanDuel.com, sign up, play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA.
All right,
Clint. We got more games. What if I was to tell you, this is going to sound like lunacy, Daniel?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many locks you got?
I have a nice, cool 4-pack.
I got 7.
Well, you better lead us off then. You got any weekday plays? Any Thursday, Friday action on the board?
Look, let's cycle through real quick.
Yeah, check the sheet.
I got a Friday lock.
I also have a Friday lock, so lead on.
Is it a Florida State, NC State lock?
It's not.
Okay, I'm going to Florida State, NC State. Here's the deal.
Take us there.
Both these teams bad. Bowl eligibility on the line. You get a win, you bowl eligibility. Both these programs were at one point high hopes. You remember like a couple of years ago, NC State was scheduled or predicted to be the number 6 seed in the playoffs preseason. Remember that?
Not great.
Okay. Both these programs want to be better. They are ascending in some capacities. Florida State, I know, is not ascending. I get that. But as a program, they're looking for ACC wins. They're looking for bowl eligibility. They're looking to progress. Florida State is a place you can succeed. That's the weird part.
Some person can.
Some person can. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Norvell being the guy. I'm talking about his desire and want and what Florida State brings to the table. But both these programs are heading in opposite directions of the most recent history. Florida State winning a couple games late. North Carolina State being shell-shocked in games as of late. I get it. It's up in North Carolina, but the line, Daniel, is small. 6 points right now. 6-point spread. I'm laying them with Florida State. I don't think NC State has the dudes. I know their quarterback can throw. They have one good receiver who can go ahead and pick them apart. I get that. Some others is pretty dang good. But outside of that, they got nothing. Give me Florida State, given the points, 6 to the Wolfpack.
I'm going to go to the other Friday night game. I'm going to go UNLV Hawaii.
Here we go. I'm intrigued by this.
Yeah. Typically, here's what you want to do. When the Rainbow Warriors are playing on the island, you're going to want to take them. When the Rainbow Warriors are playing on the mainland, you're going to want to fade them. Unless they're going up against a team that I think might be the most, compared to their record, fraudulent team in all of college football. And that is the Dan Mullen-led UNLV Rebels. I actually think Hawaii has 2 wins on the mainland this year. They were underdogs in both of those games. Now they go to UNLV. They're a 2.5-point dog. I'm taking Hawaii on the money line, but for the purposes of this show, I'm going to lock up Hawaii plus the 2.5 points. I think Hawaii has a quarterback. I think they have an offensive system. I think they're starting to figure things out. And I think that is a program that has a quarterback, a coach, and a culture that is trying to put something consistent together. So give me Hawaii against a UNLV team that I think is overrated, overblown.
I don't mind that at all. I saw Hawaii have their ups and downs, but man, when they are clicking, it's actually quite exciting on offense what they can do as they're clicking. Daniel, I'm going to go to the abysmal, horrible conference.
Which one? The Big Ten? You going to the Big Ten?
I'm heading over to Louisville and SMU on Saturday. Do you have a lock in this game?
I do.
Okay, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Look, SMU wants to keep thought and prayers and Hail Marys alive to make the ACC championship.
They do. They need some help.
They need some
they're
help.
still in it.
They're in it. Louisiana, by the way, who I thought played really well last week, should have probably won. That running game was on point.
You mean Louisville?
Yes.
So you said Louisiana, but I understand.
I'm so sorry. Louisville is who I thought played very, very well.
Louisville
is catching 2.5 points. This game is at SMU.
Yeah.
Likely the field location is different, but Daniel, I think Louisville is hungry. I think after a win, I think SMU with Rhett Lashley looking for jobs elsewhere. Give me the Cardinals and the points at 2.5. Thank you very much.
2 weeks ago, not last week, you mentioned last week Louisville played Clemson last week and lost by 1 point. Should have won the game. 2 weeks ago, I had Louisville against Cal.
How'd that go?
I was forced because I had Louisville. I was forced to watch that game. And I watched Louisville and Cal slap fight each other without actually making contact for 2 hours.
Sounds about right.
It was the most pathetic display I've ever seen. I will not be betting on Louisville again. Period.
Only once.
I'm laying them with SMU, Clint. I'm fighting you here. I'm laying them with SMU. I think SMU, you mentioned it, has more to play for.
They do.
I think they have every opportunity with a home game here and a manageable schedule the rest of the way. All they need is Georgia Tech or Virginia to stumble, and Georgia Tech and Virginia could absolutely stumble. And so, give me SMU. We'll go head to head on that one.
Daniel, I don't hate that at all. Do you want to give the people? Do you have a lock in the Missouri-Oklahoma game?
I do not. I got no lock in that game.
Here,
give it to us.
I'll just tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri has nothing to play for. They have nothing to play for. There's no recruiting battles. Coach Drink might be going, might not. Whoever gets him,
who knows?
I actually don't hate him now as a coach, and I don't hate him as a possibility in some of these bigger programs. I think he's actually done a good enough job at Missouri to warrant some of the attention. So I don't hate the attention he's getting. Oklahoma, however, playoff bound Oklahoma. Talk about a team that could take care of business.
Yep, that's all you have to do. Simple as that.
Simple as that. 7.5 is a lot of points in this game.
It's
Oklahoma is coming off a game in which they had, and let me be perfectly clear, Alabama. This isn't a kudos to you in Oklahoma. This is a shot directly. You had no business winning that game last week against Alabama. Alabama gave you the game. Metrically, success rate, Oklahoma, you were bad. Real bad. Alabama couldn't run the ball. You stopped down their passing attack. Ty Simpson looked abysmal at home. Alabama got way too big for their britches. 7.5 points, way too many daggum points. Give me Missouri, and I will take the 7.5 all day long.
I can't think of a single reason why Missouri could win or cover this game based on football. What does Missouri do on offense?
Run.
What else are they capable of doing?
Nothing.
Who runs the ball on Oklahoma? No one. Literally no one does. Why would Missouri win this game? The only reason that I'm not laying it with Oklahoma here. And I can't get on your side and jump on with you, but the only reason I'm not laying it with Oklahoma is simply, have you seen college football before? Have you ever watched college football one time?
Have you seen a game after one of the biggest wins in his coaching tenure?
And everybody's saying all they got to do is win their last 2 games. They're in the play. It's all they've got to do.
Bet on chaos, y'all.
Does that
7.5
happen?
is a stinky line, by the way, too.
It's a weird game. Oklahoma might win this game 20-0.
They
might win this game 20-0.
There's a percent, but man, there's a chance it is 15-13, 15-12, somewhere in that range, and it's just a snooze fest.
It's an ugly game.
Ugly. That's what I'm banking on as well. We're going to come back after these, and Daniel's going to give us some more locks, and I'm going to give you some more locks, but first, these.
Let's go with the biggest rivalry of the weekend, Clint. Florida, Tennessee. This is a giant game. College football playoff implications on the line. Both these teams have. Oh, wait. No.
By the way, before last week, Tennessee did have a shot.
One of these two teams fired their head coach, and the other one still has Josh Heupel as their head coach. So. Not doing great. They're not doing great collectively. This game is in the Swamp. And I assume Florida fans will be there. Like, it's a night game. It's against Tennessee. So I assume Florida fans will show up. There's no reason that I can get behind Florida in this game. Do you know what Tennessee struggles with?
Go ahead.
Defending the pass.
Okay.
Okay, well, Florida has a quarterback who, stop me, Georgia fans, if you've heard of this syndrome before. He throws it to the other team. He's not good at throwing it to his guys.
Oh, no.
He instead throws it to members of the opposing squad.
And just to be perfectly clear, Florida has, and I'm not exaggerating, over a quarter of its current roster described as out for this game.
Quit. They have quit. Do you know where Florida struggles on defense? Defending the pass.
Okay.
Do you know what Tennessee does?
Very well.
Like, I can't figure out a scenario in which, like, the reason that people look at Tennessee and it's like they went to double overtime against Mississippi State. Like, do you know why? Because Mississippi State threw it all over them. Florida's not going to do that.
No.
Like, Florida's absolutely not going to do that. Florida's not going to score 28 points in this game. Period.
No.
There's no chance Tennessee doesn't. I only have to lay 3.5.
That's it, people.
Yeah, give me Tennessee.
The only reason I have pause on this game, that this was one of the instant, like, what? 3.5. I don't know what's happening with that 3.5. Vegas is begging people to put money on Florida.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to me.
Let me tell you the state of the Florida program. And I mean this with genuine sincerity. Brandon, I hope you're listening.
He is.
I think there's a chance Tennessee is looking past Florida to Vanderbilt. That's the reason that Tennessee might not cover this game, because they're literally looking past Florida.
How many else can you take Florida on the year? You lose out on Lane Kiffin potentially.
Oh, no.
You have to go, because if it's not Lane, by the way, you're not the next choice of any potential head football coach that's desirable in America right now.
You mentioned Florida State earlier. You're betting on them. Don't you think Florida State's a better job than either Florida or LSU? Like, period.
Now that the whole governor thing came out about LSU, absolutely. 1,000% yes.
Period.
That was the messiest thing.
If Lane went to Florida State, they'd be in the college football playoff next year. Period. Flat out.
Daniel, I think you're really going to like this next block that I have.
Okay. I love the setup. I love the setup.
I think you're going to A, be proud of me, and B, get in on the lock as well.
Thanks, Dad.
Because your Georgia Bulldogs play Xavier this week.
They certainly do.
Not on the football field.
No, not
on the hardwood. Daniel, do you know how many points Georgia is scoring per game right now?
It's north of 95.
It's 95 points, Daniel, that we are scoring. One of the best scoring teams in the entire nation. It's absolutely cooking. 5-0 in the SEC, or 5-0 for the year. Georgia is playing at Xavier. Now,
It's a neutral site. It's a neutral site.
Sorry, neutral site.
Yeah, in Charlotte,
Charlotte.
in not Charlotte, in Charleston.
Yeah. ESPN 2, by the way, Friday, 9 p.m. Go watch. Go check it out.
I'll be there.
10.5 points is what they're calling for. Let me tell you.
That's what we're laying?
That's what we're laying is 10.5. Oh, only 10.5. You think Xavier's going to score 84 points? Because
I doubt it.
I don't whatsoever.
I doubt it.
I don't think they have the horses in the stable to go ahead and put that on us whatsoever. As a matter of fact, their average scoring is 73 points. Daniel, a game. Yeah. We've faced,
and we're about to give them 40 minutes of absolute hell press defense. They're not going to know. They're going to turn the ball over 200 times.
I mean, the times that they have scored over 70 points this year, it's not a lot, people. It's not a lot at all. Losses to Iowa. Look, lay the freaking points with Georgia.
I've never been more proud of you. We got our first Georgia basketball lock on a Thursday lock show. I just jumped in there with you. I didn't know this line was out yet.
It's out.
I did not know it was out yet. Lay them with the Dogs.
Lay them, guys.
I love it. I love it. All right.
I have 2 more locks.
2 more locks. Rapid fire. Here we go. I got 1.
USC, Oregon?
No, not touching it. No, don't want anything to do with it.
You're telling me USC plus 9.5 does not tempt you?
It tempts me, but you know what else? You know what else tempts me? Not betting on Lincoln Riley on the road.
Yeah, look. This game, there are 2 outcomes for this game.
Yep.
USC
one of them you cover, one of them you don't.
USC wins this game on the field.
Yeah.
28-31. One of them, Oregon blows the doors off of them 42-7.
Yeah. But you're going to take the points?
Look.
Hey, stand in the paint. Take your pick.
Give me the damn points. I might sprinkle the money line on this.
Yeah.
I think USC actually last week played a very compelling game, albeit against Iowa. I get it.
They did. They beat Iowa worse than Oregon beat Iowa.
Give me the 9.5. I'm taking them. Okay.
North Carolina, Duke. Give me the fighting Bill Belichick's plus 6.5.
They're actually playing pretty good ball right now.
Duke is trending way down. North Carolina's trending way up. North Carolina can't score, but Duke can't play defense.
No,
so
can't.
This might be a get-right game for North Carolina.
Last lock that I have, a rivalry game that no one will watch. The stadium will be empty. No one could care about whatsoever. Cal Stanford, Daniel.
Good Lord.
If you look at these 2 teams, who they have played, their common opponents, Stanford's not playing good ball. Cal's playing okay football. Common opponents have shown me that Cal is the better team here. They are giving 3 points to the Cardinal. Stanford's real bad. Andrew Luck next year, likely biggest turnaround next year. A little preview. Stanford. Whatever Stanford's win total next year is, go over. He's going to have them right then. Not this year. Cal's going to cover. No problem whatsoever. Give me the Golden Bears.
All right. Well, you can include that on the bet when you make it for next year. Stanford's win total, and we can take our picks on that. He is Clint. I am Daniel. Locked On Bulldogs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. We will be back tomorrow talking about excited, nervous, don't sleep on for the Charlotte game, and maybe a little additional preview for what else might be happening on Friday night. Until then, we will see you guys next time.
See ya.